Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about some of the best ways to kill and farm guardians in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. With the exception of one method, I will be using the Hylian shield solely because the high durability allows it to block guardian attacks without breaking or stumbling, which allows for some of these methods to be conducted better. Let's get into it. The first method that I recommend using for farming guardians would be going strictly for the legs by attacking with some sort of handheld weapon. Usually I tend to use the Master Sword strictly because it does the double damage against guardians and other enemies of Ganon. But you can use any powerful sword, even non-powerful swords, it's just going to take longer. The easiest way to go about this is to attack one leg, and then with the time it takes to stun a guardian, and attack all the other legs. By the time you have attacked all of these legs, the guardian should be at about half health and will still be stunned, which allows you to just wail on them and try to kill them. Using the Master Sword, it takes 2 swings to take out each leg, as you can see, meaning that somewhere between 60 and 120 health for each leg. At that point, once you've taken them all out, the guardian should be about half health. You take them down, and even though they start to charge up their laser beam attack to hit you, you should have killed them by then, and then you can go and collect your goods afterwards. For each leg you destroy, you get an extra consumable, either 1 or 2, and they're usually the low tier, either a spring or a screw. The second method we're going to be going over for guardian farming is by having a perfect parry with your shield. If you're not using the Hylian shield like I am in this video, then you should prepare yourself with having multiple shields for when you don't land the perfect parry. The Hylian shield has the highest durability in the game, which allows you to take in some hits and not have to worry about your shield breaking. After attacking this guardian that I have in this video for 3 hits, it gets taken down. For a standing guardian, it takes 1. For a flying guardian, it depends because the aim isn't always perfect, and a turret guardian takes 4. After you've killed the guardian, you can wipe out the legs for some extra materials, and then after that, collect your normal materials, and you are all set. The third method we're going to be talking about with guardian farming is by using Daruk's protection. This is an ability you gain after defeating a divine beast, so it makes it one of the more difficult ones because you have to have beaten a dungeon in the game, but once you've used it, it is one of the easiest ways to kill guardians in this game. All you do is hold down the block button, you get this red orb around you, and it fires lasers right back at the guardians. Perfectly aimed, it'll kill it in 1 shot for a standing guardian, 3 for walking, and so on and so forth, as I said before. Afterwards, you just go and collect your materials. The next method we're going to be talking about requires some prerequisites. That being that you have to have unlocked and completed the side quest for the Akala Ancient Research Lab, which requires a blue flame similar of what you had to do before for the other research lab. After that, you are allowed to shop in this ancient shop, and you need to buy the ancient shield. This shield is vital for this as it perfectly reflects any shots back at guardians that fire at you. As I said, this shield is able to perfectly counter any shot from a guardian, without having to really put in any effort other than blocking. It has a pretty high durability, which will allow you to hit multiple guardians before it'll break, and by allowing you to perfectly mirror it, there's really nothing you need to do other than lock on and stand in the exact location you are. Even if you aren't locked on, the aims will usually go straight back at the guardian that fired at you from distance. Like the previous example, this one will also require some prerequisites, being the Ancient Akala Research Lab. For this one, you're going to need to make 2 purchases, maybe more. The first is being the Ancient Bow, which requires a giant ancient core, which is one of the rare items in the game. It can be found in some trials in addition to other places such as killing guardians. It's a rare drop. The other thing you'll need is these rare arrows called the Ancient Arrows. These arrows are not normally found unless in a chest in the overworld, and are very powerful against guardians specifically because they will one-shot any guardian. The ancient bow's claim to fame is being able to fire in a straight line, as it says in the description. It's not perfect because gravity does exist, but it does fire significantly straighter than any other bow in the game. As you can see in this clip here, I attack a guardian, and as long as you aim at the general eye area, it'll one-shot any guardian of any type, not just walking. It's the easiest method because the returns you get back from killing a single guardian will allow you to build more than 1 arrow back, assuming you have arrows. So this is one of the easiest ways to farm guardians. It just requires that you have some of these materials to begin with. In this clip I show that you can also attack a flying drone guardian by attacking the eye on top. It's not incredibly visible that there is another eye on top, but the little silver disc on top is a perfectly fine target and can one-shot one of these flying drones. If you can use Rivali's skill, you can get right on top and fire down when you freeze time with the bow. That wraps up the video, guys. Those are my top 5 favorite ways to farm guardians in this game. If you have any of your own, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. In case some of you didn't know, there is a Korok seat on top of the research lab. If you climb all the way to the top and click on the lawn chair, a little Korok will pop up and he'll give you his seed. If you like this video, please leave a like, as it does help support the channel. Also subscribe if you'd really like to see more content, and leave a comment below if you have any recommendations or anything that you think I missed.